Hey everyone, we're going to get right back into it with Sims World. So we see the thing loading up in the background, but Sims World, we're going to get right back into it with the Husseins. In the last episode, we got a little bit of inside scoop of what's been going on in Jonah and Iris's life previously to them getting married and moving out on their own, and obviously having little Noah. And since then, however, we've met some of their sisters, their brothers, their parents, and etc. And we've seen some dark history, some good history, and etc. But today I have something planned for the episode, and I hope you guys are going to agree with it. Because we've been crammed up in the apartment for so long, I think it's about time we may be moving up in the world. So I might be using a little bit of the money that Jonah had received from his mom passing away to get us a new house. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. And then we might spend a couple days together with the Hussein family and see where their lives go from there. Okay guys, so we are here in the little bit of a apartment situation. And Iris is a little bit hungry, so I am going to have her whip up something to eat. I'm thinking something very fast and easy like grilled cheese, because very soon I think Jonah's going to share his plans with his wife, and I don't know who this guy is, but oh, that's the nanny. Okay, we have to let the nanny go home now. That was because I hired a nanny while we were doing in the last episode, going around meeting the family and that. And we never sent the nanny home, so we're gonna go ahead and dismiss the nanny from and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And Iris is like totally like just denied to do what I asked her to do. It looks like, oh, never mind. Here she goes. But here in a bit, we are going to have Jonah announce what his plan is. Meanwhile, I just want to let you guys know that Noah is now awake, but he was sleeping just a second ago. Okay, some kid just messaged Iris and asked if she wanted to come out and play. That's quite interesting, but, okay. So the kid is crying, and Jonah, you are done eating, so it looks like you are the one that's going to go ahead and take care of the dirty diaper this time, and then maybe run it by your wife what your plan is. And that plan is to move out and possibly get a new member into the family. And by a new member, I mean a sister, not a baby. I think Noah's still quite young. I think they want to have more eventually, but Noah's still young. And me personally, I think that they would want to wait a little bit, being that Noah is so young. I think that they're just going to have a little bit of chit-chatting and talking about some stuff and deciding what they want to do. And then we will go from there, and if she seems to agree, then we'll go and get moving with this. Okay, so she seems to like it. She seems to agree that she wants out of the apartment, which I think is great for them. So I think Jonah is going to call about, first things first, call over his sister, Catherine. And the reason why I think that he would want Catherine to move in with them instead of someone from Iris's family is because he would want to he's the older brother of her, and I think that he would want to protect her, being that we do know now, and he knows, and so does Catherine know, what Emmett did to their mom, which was obviously said in the last episode that he killed their mother, and I think he would want to protect her from that situation. So he's going to invite her around and ask her to move in with them in their new place once they move, and see what she says about the situation. I don't think that she's going to disagree though, but who knows. So we're just going to wait around until Catherine decides to show up, and when she does, we will see what she has to say. But right now, Chad is actually wanting to come over, which is actually Iris's little brother, but we are a little bit busy right now. Chad, maybe another time would be better. We are trying to figure out what and where life is going to take us from now, but meanwhile, while we're waiting on Catherine, I think Iris can get a little bit of her social media work done, and update her status. And I don't know what is taking Catherine so long, because it is said, yeah, it says that she's coming right over, so I don't know, but she's supposed to be around here very shortly, hopefully. But again, look at the last episode. It took a little bit of time for Iris's father to show up. And so, oh, actually Catherine is down here getting some food, so we actually might just have Iris go outside and just, at first you don't want to just like bombard her with that, and so I'm just gonna ask her like some stuff like about her day and some other general stuff, and then maybe ask her if she would like to move in with him and Iris and her nephew Noah. And then go from there. Okay, so now he is actually going to go in for and ask her if she wants to move in with him and Iris. And I know that the baby's a little bit upset. Oh, and she looks like she's said yes. So we're going to go ahead and move her in to the, it's going to say into the apartment, but we're actually going to be moving into the new location in a few minutes as well. So it's not actually going to be the apartment. But I think it's great. I mean, I think Catherine, seeing what her little brother was doing for her, and she's seen that he wanted to help her out as well. And I think even though she is probably going to miss her little adopted brother, Cameron, she has decided to do what I think the best decision is in her book and move in with her older brother and his wife. And the reason why that is because of, again, the whole situation with Emmett killing their mother, and all that. So I'll give you guys a few seconds, or give me a few seconds, and I will be right back, and we will be in the new house, and I'll give you guys a little bit of the tour. I've already designed the way I wanted the house to be, and then I'll tell you guys how I thought everything through, and go from there. So everybody, we are at our new house. This is what the house looks like on the outside, so let's get inside and see how things are. So, hold on, zoom in here a little bit. Okay, this is where you would walk in from that front porch, and you would walk to the left. You would go right into the kitchen area. It's quite small kitchen, but I didn't think that they really would want a huge, gigantic kitchen. And if you go straight ahead, you're into like a living room slash dining area. And then off to that over here is a bathroom. And off to that as well, this room here is actually going to be Jonah and Iris's new bedroom. And obviously, for now, little Noah is in here as well. And they have their laptop and all that, or computer, ready for Iris's job. Now, if you would go back through the living room, you have the back bedroom here is little baby Noah's room when he gets older. Now, I'm going with quite a blue theme, and the reason why that is I think that a boy, blue, and not only that, but I think Noah, it would be quite into like dinosaurs and the blue boy stuff, and I just don't understand why I chose this, but it's more so that reasoning. And you guys might be wondering what this thing here on the thing is, and it is a tablet. And me personally, I don't understand why this is, but Sims has a Pacific tablet, but they don't have one for adults, but it's only for toddlers. And obviously, well, that would be the next stage of little baby Noah's life. And then up here, which if you go out of Noah's room and you'd go right down the thing here, you'd walk into Catherine's room, and Catherine's room is quite simple. I thought with a purple theme because Catherine's a girl, and also I think Catherine's favorite color would probably be purple, or one of her favorite colors is purple, so I think that is a good choice. And then if you go out of Catherine's room and you walk over here, there's another bathroom. This one's going to be more for the adults because it has a walk-in shower. This one has, over here, has a bathtub. So, this is the new flat inside. But if you walk out the back door, you could see they have like a little patio area and they have a pool. Now, their pool is quite an odd-shaped pool, but I don't know why. I just think that it suits the house, I think. So that is why I decided to give them a pool. Plus, I think it'd be better for them to a little bit have something else to do in their lives when they're not working, and that. So, that's the new house. I hope you guys like it. So let's go ahead and get everybody settled in and looking around in their new location. Obviously, we're going to want to have Jonah and Iris and them claim their respective beds and etc. beforehand. And Catherine is actually using the one computer, even though she has her own, but I don't think that Iris and them would mind Catherine using their laptop computer. So, but I do need Catherine herself to claim her bed as well. Now, obviously, Noah will be staying in little Iris and M's room until he gets a little bit older, because he is still a baby. And once he gets a toddler age, I will eventually move him into so, but before I go ahead and move on any further, I just wanted to point this out. We've had them in the same clothes for quite some time, so I think that it'd be good to change their clothes up, change their looks up a little bit, and I'll also be able to see how Catherine's looks are and that. So I will be right back, and I'll show you guys all their new looks, and then in the comment section below, if you guys want to, you can tell me what you guys think of their looks. Their new looks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I think we're going to start out with Jonah. This is his everyday look. I thought that Jonah would kind of like this blue camo type thing. I don't know why, but I just think that it fits him well. But looking at Jonah now, I kind of think he kind of looks like a celebrity that I know. I don't remember his name. I do not remember his name, but I kind of see it. And it's killing me now because I can't remember his name. But this is his formal look. I didn't do anything to this one. I thought it was fine. And then his athletic look as well, I didn't really do much to. I thought it was quite fine as well. And his sleepwear, I didn't do anything to. It was fine as well. Now his party look, I did change up a little bit. I thought this one was a little bit better t-shirt than what he did have on. And I like the t-shirt. I like the design on it, and I think it quite suits him. And then swimwear, I didn't really do anything with on him as well. But let's go ahead and move on to Iris. Okay, guys. So this is Iris. And I'll be honest with you, this one was a little bit harder. I think she was the harder out of the three to choose and dress up. I think because Iris is a woman that has a certain fashion sense about her, I think that I wanted to kind of keep that. And so I kind of kept with like the genie type stuff with her. And I thought that she would maybe take her hair down for her everyday look. So moving on, we have her formal look. Now I thought in her formal look, you're going to want to look presentable and appropriate. So I think that she went with this beautiful dress, and then she tied her hair up again. And then we have our athletic look. I don't know why, but I think white really quite suits her. And again, she took her hair down for this, but she don't really work out much, so I don't think we're going to be worried about this look too much. Oh, hold on a minute. And then here is her new sleepwear. I like this look a little bit better. She had her hair tied up in the last one, and when she went to bed, and it just didn't look right. So I thought maybe she would pull her hair down, just sleep with her hair out down, and kind of go with this little bit of a pinky vibe. And then we have her party look. Now this is look that I don't really know how I feel about yet. I like the dress, don't get me wrong, but I think I might have went a little bit overboard, and I might need you guys' help. If you guys do think I did go overboard with this, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll definitely change it. But the reason why I did choose this is because I do like this dress on her. So, moving on, this is her, swimwear, so I didn't really change anything to her swimwear. I didn't want to, change much on that. Now let's go ahead and get into Catherine, because we're gonna actually set her outfits and that for the first time. Okay, so this is Catherine. She has a new look about her. I think again, we said that she's quite into purple, so I think that I want what kind of like this type of clothing, because I think that she doesn't really know what she wants to do. She's just a casual girl, and she's quite still young. She's still trying to figure out life, and so, and with the death of her mom and everything, and Jonah's mom, I think joining in with Iris and Jonah, that could probably help her. So, moving on. We have her formal look, and I went like this because I think that she's still quite young. She would want to kind of use a little bit of her beauty to help her, in a sense, get the job, and it's something that most people might frown upon, but I think that she quite suits that, and I think that's her personality a little bit. Moving on, we have her athletic look. Now, this one really wasn't that bad. I just kind of changed the top on it, because the top was quite a little bit short. It is still a little bit short, but we don't really see them working out much, so I think it's not going to be that bad. And she's quite young anyway, so I think she wouldn't mind wearing this stuff. Moving on, we have her sleepwear. I don't know how I feel about this one. I like the outfit itself, but I'm willing to change it if you guys don't like it. Moving on, we have her party look. Now, for some reason, I like her party look. And I think it's quite different and kooky a little bit. And I think that it quite suits her as well. And then we have her swimwear. And the reason why I want this type of swimwear and not like this type of swimwear for Iris is because I think Iris is a little bit more reservative than Catherine. Catherine wants to show off her body, in a sense. So Catherine is a little bit more edgy with her clothing, I think, is a better word. And so I think that's the personality that I'm going with her. But I think either way, she's going to be a fantastic aunt to Noah and a fantastic person to be and a fantastic addition to the family. So, let's get back into the game. Okay, guys, so we are back, and we are back in the new household. And so let's go ahead and Catherine, instead of doing that, could you please help us out and feed your nephew while Jonah and I are eating and talking right now? I think that also, I just realized this, this is actually going to be a little bit beneficial as well, because I don't think Catherine has a job currently, and she's still quite young, and I think that being that Iris and Jonah already have their job as well, I think that they would ask Catherine if she would be willing to look out over Noah while he's growing up and while they're at work. And I think Catherine would agree with that. So now that they've all went shopping, they've got their own house, they spent a little bit of their money, I think it's time to end out this week's episode. But I know this week's episode was quite more of like buying stuff and all that and getting into the new location. But I think that's a good thing. And so we're going to end this out. And next week we'll definitely dive more into their actual lives instead of working. And look, Catherine is already in the pool. So maybe I did make a good decision with the pool. But anyways, we are going to go ahead and end this week's out. So have a great day. Peace, and thank you guys for watching. And also, as always, if you guys have any storyline ideas or etc., let me know. I still am working on a storyline with the whole death of the mom, and I don't know how to resolve it yet. I'm still thinking about that. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Until then, have a great day, peace, and I'll see you guys all in the next episode of Sims World. Bye.